Welcome back to 215 Garage. In today's video, we're going to do a walk around and discuss the newest addition to the channel in the garage here, which is my newly purchased 1986 GMC Sierra 1500. It is a K-Series truck, so it is four-wheel drive. It has been sitting for the past 6 or so years. As you can see how filthy it is, it's been sitting outside. The clear coat's gone. It's got some rust spots. There's a hole right there and a hole on the bedside over there and more on the passenger side. Now, I was not actively looking for a new project truck or another truck in general. I do still have the C10 and we are waiting for some engine parts for that. The deal for this truck kind of just fell right into my lap. You know, like I said, 2 weeks ago when I was told that the owner of this truck, who I do know, I found out he was considering selling the truck. So I messaged him, you know, to meet up and take a look at it. And it was actually in a lot better shape than I was told by another friend of mine who said it was in really rough shape. So I was actually had it in my head that it was going to be a lot worse. So I was pretty excited when I saw it in the condition that it sits right now. It is still kind of rough, but it is not that bad, I don't think. It does also have a plow mount. The plow was sold separately at some other time, but I do have a friend who has a plow that will work on this with a little modification. So once this thing's up and running, we'll get that all hooked up and ready to go. Now, as far as what the plans for this truck is right now, since winter is approaching, I'm out here in the Northeast, out in Pennsylvania here, so winter is fast approaching. Now, it is hit or miss in Pennsylvania here with snow, usually miss. So the plan is to get this thing up and running before the winter, really. Hopefully it doesn't take much. I was told that it ran when parked 6 years ago. The only thing that I know of that it needs for sure is the fuel tanks drained. It does have dual fuel tanks, so they both have to be drained. The fuel hose from the fuel pump, the mechanical fuel pump to the carburetor with the filter was removed, and a bunch of vacuum lines are missing. As you can see right here, there has been some mice damage there. They were eating the under of the hood there, and there was a bunch of nothing in the carburetor, but in the air cleaner was all packed with mouse bedding. So hopefully it's not that bad. The interior of the truck is actually in pretty good shape, minus I think there's one tear on the seat, and the dashboard is cracked, like most of them are. So I will turn the camera around here and we will do a quick little walk around. Now, I did have a whole nother video planned of revealing the truck on the channel, you know, with picking it up, getting it on the trailer, and taking it somewhere and to be able to do a nice walk around in an open space, not in the confined garage here. But the trailer I borrowed was just a little narrow and the truck didn't quite fit. And I did not want to force the truck onto that trailer and damage it. So I just had the tow company where the truck was sitting just tow it to my shop here. And we just had to move some vehicles around. You know, the C10 had to go out, and this is in here. Hopefully not for a terribly long time. Hopefully it's not that bad of a fix, just to get it up and running. So I'll pull you in here, we'll do a walk around, and I'll tell you some of the things that I know that this truck needs to get back on the road. All right, so here is the front of the truck. As you can see, the fuel line is missing there. A whole bunch of vacuum hoses are gone. I know it does need transmission cooler lines that run down there. It does need a brake line. That broke when, that popped when we were pushing the truck around. Then I went online and I went to this place called the Stop Shop here. I have no affiliation with them, but they did have all the pre-bent brake lines from the master cylinder all the way back to the axle. So in one of the next videos here, I will be doing I guess you can say a review of how they worked out and how they were to get on there. And they are complete all stainless steel. And here's some of the rust that's on the driver's side of the bed here. And a little hole there. Here's the interior. See, there's the one little rip in the interior. Oh, made it a little worse. Ripped dash pad. Or broke, cracked dash pad. And I am told that it is the original 69,000 miles on the truck. It was the gentleman's grandmother's truck. The four-wheel drive hubs are missing. There's another hole there. The wiring was cut to the plow lights, so we'll have to rewire the plow lights. The bumpers are straight. You know, the frame is rusty, but no holes in the frame. There's the passenger side door. There's a little rust you can't see, but over on that side. And the bed latches. So he said it just needs to be lubed. I don't know if anything's broken in there. We'll have to get in there and figure that out. I do have some other parts here, some weather stripping, all the beauty rings for the wheels, and that is some type of trim. I haven't opened them yet. I think they're new old stock stuff. Not quite sure. He said they're just trim. I don't know which trim it is. He said the wheel trim, so I was guessing they were these, but I could be wrong. So it is a 305. I do have the air cleaner covering the bed. He said the AC was blowing cold when he parked it. So, and in the next video here, we will be siphoning the fuel tank and getting a new fuel hose on and hopefully seeing if she'll start. So if you like this video or you want to see more videos and updates on this truck, I'd really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helped me out. So until then, I'll see you in the next video.